Welcome. I am Collins Trott, Child Development Faculty on the Wallace Community College Dothan campus. Thank you for joining me once again for Math and Science for Young Children. In each of our episodes, we will be reviewing math, science, and early childhood concepts. For this episode, our goals are to experience bubble exploration as an opportunity for playful learning in science and math, become familiar with principles of developmentally appropriate practice, and discuss the meaning of integrated curriculum. Make sure you download the note sheet to go along with this video and stick around as we learn more about math and science for young children. What comes to mind when you think of developmentally appropriate practice, or DAP? DAP is a term coined by the National Association for the Education of Young Children, also known NAEYC, to provide a set of guidelines suggesting curriculum content and practice serving children 0 through 8. The teaching strategies associated with DAP are relevant to science and mathematics and are an integral aspect of this course. DAP builds on children's prior knowledge, makes learning concrete and experiential, scaffolds learning to support growth, accommodates different learning styles, provides child-initiated and teacher-planned experiences, integrates subject areas, values the importance of play, and makes home-school connections. Teaching in developmentally appropriate ways requires teachers to make decisions based on what is appropriate for a child's age or developmental stage. Knowing what is typical at each age and stage of early development is crucial. Child development, cognitive, physical, social, and emotional, follows general sequential patterns. This knowledge is based on research. Teachers need to know and understand milestones and sequences of development in all domains and use child's development information for planning and identifying activities, environments, experiences, and strategies to best promote growth and learning. Teachers also need to look at the individually appropriateness of each child. Each child is an individual and develops in his or her own unique ways. Teachers need to know each child's strengths, abilities, needs, challenges, interests, temperaments, and learning styles. This can be done through the time spent together, observation, assessment, work samples, documentation, and information from families and past teachers and programs. The third thing teachers need to do is to be socially and culturally appropriate. Children are shaped by their lives at home and in their communities. Teachers need to know each child's cultural and family background, their unique family values, languages, and lifestyles. They need to ensure that the experiences they provide respect these and are meaningful for each child and family. Teachers must make an effort to get to know the children's families and learn about the value, expectations, and factors that shape their lives at home and in their communities. This background information helps provide meaningful, relevant, and respectful learning experiences for each child and family. Early childhood professionals working with young children, teachers are decision makers, and they make many decisions about the children in their programs on a daily basis. Understanding DAP, its meaning and intentional practices, is essential in guiding the decisions teachers make for young children. Our science focus this episode is physical science bubbles. A bubble is a thin skin of liquid surrounding a gas. This thin skin, or the case of soap bubbles, this soap film has elastic qualities and can stretch. The soap fin is composed of molecules of water and soap. In the case of soap bubbles, the gas that the soap film surrounds is composed either of the gases that we exhale, carbon dioxide, and the other gases, or the gases that make up the air in the classroom, as when a bubble is being made by waving a bubble wand in the air. Through the exemplar activity, children experiment to learn what kind of bubbles can be made using everyday objects. They observe and describe the shape, sizes, and behavior of bubbles. As children become successful bubble blowers, they predict, compare, and question, communicate, and learn about cause and effect. The underlying science concepts are: 1. Bubbles are filled with gases. And 2. Bubbles are round, sphere-shaped, no matter the shape of the bubble blower. However, when bubbles are touching each other or a surface, they do have a flat edge. This activity can be done outside on a day with good weather. The advantages of being outside are easier cleanup and more space for bubbles to fly high and move around in the wind. However, bubble exploration can be easily managed inside by locating the activity area near a sink and in the area that is easy to clean. Spread newspaper or sheets beneath the exploration area to absorb any spills. If using newspaper, have plenty on hand and remove crumpled newspaper as needed. For cleanup, a solution of half vinegar, half water is best for cleaning tables. It cuts the soap scum and leaves tables sparkling clean. A squeegee is also useful for removing bubble solutions from tabletops. The vinegar solution can be used on the floor area if slippery. In general, sponges just spread around the soap solution and make it harder to clean up the bubble solution. If you are concerned about using bubble solution with infants and toddlers, baby shampoo can be used instead of dish soap. However, the solution will not be as strong. One of the teaching strategies associated with developmentally appropriate practice is an integrated approach to curriculum. Bubble exploration can be integrated throughout different developmental domains, including math. Size and shape are big ideas in math that are embedded in bubble exploration. Size is an attribute of bubbles that children can talk about. Help children build their mathematical vocabularies by making comparisons and using words such as big, bigger, biggest, small, smaller, smallest, and tiny. A sphere's shape is defined as a three-dimensional, perfectly round object. Children can think of other sphere-shaped objects like oranges, beach balls, etc. Effective curriculum plans frequently integrated across traditional subject matter divisions to help children make meaningful connections and provide opportunities for rich conceptual development. That's called integrated curriculum. Now let us review what we've learned. Developmentally appropriate practice is to provide a set of guidelines suggesting curriculum content and practice serving children 0 through 8. DAP builds on children's prior knowledge, making learning concrete and experiential, scaffolding learning to support growth, accommodate different learning styles, provide child-initiated and teacher-planned experiences, integrate subject areas, value the importance of play, and make homeschool connections. DAP requires teachers to make decisions based on what is appropriate for the child's age or developmental stage, individually appropriate, and socially and culturally appropriate. Bubbles can be used to explore both math and science concepts. The underlying science concepts are bubbles are filled with gases, and bubbles are round, sphere-shaped. Size and shape are big ideas in math that are embedded in bubble exploration. Effective curriculum plans frequently integrated across traditional subject matter divisions to help children make meaningful connections and provide opportunities for rich conceptual development, and this is called integrated curriculum. That wraps us up for this episode. You can learn more about this topic by reviewing the resources posted in your course. As always, if you have any questions, please contact your instructor. We're here to help. Thanks for joining me, Miss Trott, as we learn all about math and science for young children. Have a great time learning. See you next time.